Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of I Know What You Watched Last Friday. I'm Brian,
John.
and this is episode 19, where we are going to talk about 2016's Shin Godzilla.
You want me to say it? I was looking at something else.
I was trying to fight a burp at the same time.
Started pointing at me. I'm like, Yeah, we're talking about Shin Godzilla. This is different than it's probably the most modern movie we watched.
Yeah. This is the most the most modern that we've watched.
Try that again.
Huh?
Try that again.
The most modern that we watched. The most up to date.
You sound like we're struggling there.
Rebooting, folks. It's been a few months.
Yeah,
it's been a weird few months, but yeah, bear with me.
It's been busy for me.
Yeah, it has. Busy, man.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time we recorded this. I know what it was. I just don't remember when it was.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were saying we're going outside the norm.
Yeah, we're going outside the norm. This is still technically horror.
Mm-hmm.
I don't count these movies as horror because they're not scary.
I do on the account of watching like stuff like this, especially watching this earlier today. We wouldn't have the monster films without these guys.
No, we wouldn't.
Without Godzilla, without King
Kong,
Mothra.
I mean, talking about
Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Mothra, that's not a thing.
Mecha Mothra. Oh my god.
That's not a thing. King Ghidorah, Rodan.
Yeah.
Hedorah. I can't think of other ones. Well, I've been obsessed with the Godzilla movies my entire life.
You actually have more of a vast knowledge of Godzilla than I do.
I don't have that much of vast knowledge, but I do have. I've been watching them for a while. How I have a fucking jersey of one of the Godzilla. Hockey jersey.
I was reminded today though, like why Godzilla.
Yeah,
is
why I love Godzilla movies.
Yeah,
because they're fun. I mean, fun as he's destroying the whole city, but still
fun for the people watching.
Yeah,
not fun for Tokyo.
No, but there's just I don't know. There's just something about them. It's just a giant monster fighting another giant monster, or a giant monster destroying the city.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the whole plot point to these movies. They're so simple, but they're just entertaining.
Yes, yeah.
They're very entertaining, and the monster designs are cool as hell because I mean, like King Ghidorah is obviously not in this movie, but still is just a three-headed dragon.
Yeah,
yeah. That's fucking cool. That's like every boy's fucking
and
dream.
It's even cooler now
than
real. Like back then when you would see just a guy on wires just like
yeah, King Ghidorah in which one is it? All Out Monster Attack.
Was it King of the Monsters? No.
Well, no, King of Monsters. I'm talking about that's the MonsterVerse, but
that's
the first time King Ghidorah was in theaters. It was in it's Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, All Out Monster Attack. I can't remember what year that's from. It was in the 80s. It's just goofy looking. He's goofy looking. But it's amazing. And then we have now we have the MonsterVerse movies, which is the ones from 2014, the American ones from 2014.
Yeah.
And
that was actually the last one I seen before watching this one was the 2014 one, and before that was Godzilla. Was one of those things that I had stayed away from because of the one that came out when I was 8 years old, the one with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, I just thought of this. My Godzilla is like your wrestling.
That's fair
because it is a topic you know very much about.
Yeah,
and I just never got into it.
That's fair.
And it's the opposite for me.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Godzilla, but I've been interested in it since I was a kid.
After watching this, I was actually like pissed at myself for not liking anything. Like, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I liked the 2014 one. I don't remember it, but from what I saw of it, I enjoyed it.
Oh, 2014 was amazing.
And because it had Bryan Cranston.
For a little bit.
For a little bit.
Well, if you like the 2014, if you will like the second one.
I do. I want to see the second one because I was actually going through after watching this today. I was going just doing a deep dive through all the different films, and seeing Vera Farmiga's in the woman she's from the Conjuring movies.
Yes, she is the. Yeah, she's in the second. She's in Mother in the second one. No, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in Mother.
Yep. And then she's also she's the one that plays Elaine Warren.
Yeah, Conjuring movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing. Those there's so many of them for me. But yeah, with the Godzillas, I was reminded today, you know what? I really need to not say jump on the bandwagon because with the new one that's coming out, I want to wait until I've seen.
Yeah, because I'm
gonna be so lost. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to watch
I want to rewatch 2014 because from what I remember, that one that was
yeah, you can watch that. I'm saying that you don't have to watch watch the Godzilla movie. You don't have to watch King Kong because that's another separate thing. I mean, you can if you want.
Question though, is the King Kong in the MonsterVerse now? Is that the same King Kong from Peter Jackson's King Kong?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There is a separate movie just called King Kong Skull Island.
Skull Island's the introduction of him in the MonsterVerse.
King Kong in the MonsterVerse.
Okay, I didn't know that was tied in. That's where he came. Okay, all right. So yeah, I have to watch that too.
Yeah, and then I think at the end of King Kong,
thinking I'm ahead and I'm behind.
At the credits, at the very end of the credits of King Kong, that's when it explains. That's what shows glimpses of King Ghidorah and stuff. Because I remember watching that in theaters and then seeing right to the end of the credits and I saw King Ghidorah. I'm like, oh. Because King Ghidorah and King of Monsters is
legit.
He's, oh my god, yeah.
Too legit to quit.
Because he's my favorite. Yeah, I would say, he's my favorite monster next to Godzilla. Next to Rodan.
Yeah.
Rodan's just cool. He's just a big pterodactyl. He's cool. Big fire chicken.
That was my horrible impression of a pterodactyl.
But we're getting backstory of my obsession with Godzilla.
But yeah, so 2016 Shin Godzilla. What can I say? I watched it for the first time, sitting down, watched it this morning, and from beginning, middle to end, I couldn't look away.
For real, surprisingly I hadn't seen it until last night. I know a lot about it. I just haven't had time to sit down and actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of forced to do it because I kind of have to talk about it now.
Well, yeah, and it was your idea.
It was my idea. So yeah,
I hate having ideas that I got to follow through with. Son of a bitch.
And then so I was watching it. I was like, this is just a good Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
There's destruction. There's
anything you want.
Form, yeah, it's a different form of Godzilla. Because this one doesn't have time. It's just its own separate thing.
Yeah. So basically, this was the third reboot, technically, of the Godzilla franchise in Japan. Toho.
Yes. This is also our first Japanese movie.
Yeah, it is.
Which is actually not that surprising.
No. We can still do Ringu.
Fucking ring.
But yeah, even though it's the 31st film in the Godzilla franchise.
Godzilla's been going on since the very first Godzilla movies came out in 1954.
I was going to say since before most of us were even here.
Before, I think all of the audience, yeah. If you were
somebody in their 80s right now going I was there.
If you're watching us, then more power to you.
I like
Thank
talking
you.
to some of my friends' parents, man, and like just letting them know like how jealous I am that they got to experience the '80s and like all the like you got slasher upon slasher every year in the '80s. There wasn't. I mean, oh, envious. Sorry, calm down.
Yeah, as you were saying. As you were saying.
Yes. So, yeah, being that it's the 31st film in the Godzilla franchise, being that there is so many, um, it may be the 31st film, but they don't all tie in together. There's different,
There's different eras. There's different like it's kind of like comic books where you just
like you have a set.
you have a set of eras from different timelines.
You have like the Golden Age.
Yeah, Golden Age, Silver Age, whatever.
Yeah.
There's like the original, and then that's like its own thing. The next few, it's its own ties in with other stuff, and then so like I think if that has like where you start with like Godzilla movies, like you should just kind of pick one because they all don't really tie in with each other. Because most 9 times out of 10, the origins of the monsters are like repeated throughout each movie,
Yeah.
which is strange, but whatever.
It's like the same opening.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen this before. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't like just because there's 31 movies doesn't mean you have to watch them all.
Yeah, yeah. Just watch, if anything, you could even start with the most up to date like set.
That's
like
that's what a lot.
Best place to start now.
The MonsterVerse movies are a great place to start.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're just fucking amazing. Besides, I will say, besides the third one, then I like King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Really?
That's just if you watch the movie, you understand.
Okay, that's fair.
Because they focus on the people more than the monsters, and it's stupid. But the monster fights are cool. It's just like I don't care about people. I don't give a fuck for the people.
Fuck that citizen.
You don't watch the fucking monster movies for the people.
Well, that's something that I had brought up before. When I was watching this, there was actually a moment where I actually felt for the city, and that got me thinking, like, damn, there's not really that many like movies of this genre that like name another movie you've seen like in the last like 5 years where you actually gave a damn about the characters you watched on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah. So yeah, this was 2016. It stars Hiroki Hasagawa.
We're gonna butcher these things.
We are. He plays the main character Rondo Yaguchi, who is the deputy chief cabinet secretary. Yeah. When he was offered the role, he immediately accepted, saying, "Who wouldn't want to be involved in a Godzilla production?" Terrence Howard, probably. Sorry. I mean, how much money do you need to stay War Machine? I digress. It also stars sorry in advance. Yutaka Takanashi as Hideki Akasaka, who is the aide to the Prime Minister.
See why we haven't done Japanese movies before?
Yeah. Oh no. And then Satami Ishihara as Kyoko Ann Patterson, who is a special agent for the President of the United States. She became excited after accepting the role because she was stressed though because she had a lot of English heavy dialogue because she had to represent America. Yeah, she was a Japanese American agent.
But I mean, her role was really good. She spoke perfect English.
Oh hell yeah, she did. I do believe that she's even the one that is doing the dub. I watched the American dub, and I wish I hadn't because it made a lot of serious scenes not so serious.
Or watch the Japanese movie in English.
Leave me alone.
Like all you fuckers watching anime dubbed.
I do not watch anime dubbed though.
Fucking better not.
That's fair.
No.
Excuse me.
Like what's one anime that's good dubbed? I should like.
I know a couple.
Like Dragon Ball
Okay, yeah, all right. Jeez. You want to go there?
I've never watched a
I
single
was like,
episode of Dragon Ball Z,
I was like thinking of like something like I was thinking of like Tokyo Ghoul, like shit like that. I was like, oh, you want to go there? Dragon Ball Z, yeah. Speaking of which, Perfect Blue, by Satoshi Kon, rest in peace. He was the one responsible for like the Paranoia Agent series. That was a great season. I mean, it's
every time
13
I watch
episodes.
it, I always get more fucking confused though.
That's the beauty of it. Like a lot of his stuff, like so, like Black Swan.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty much the American version of Perfect Blue.
That makes sense.
Perfect Blue. That was a really dark anime. Really good. I think that came out in '99. Because I believe Paranoia Agent was either 2000 between 2000 and 2002. But yeah, anyway. But yeah. So yes. It was actually so at the time it was pretty much December 2014. You had Godzilla, the first Godzilla of this new MonsterVerse coming out. And because of the renewed interest in the Godzilla franchise.
I don't think there has been a Godzilla movie since. I think since Final Wars, which came out in like 2003.
As far as Japanese.
Yeah, as far
Godzilla.
as Japanese movies. Let me see something. Because I'm a nerd, I actually did a puzzle of all the movies.
Did the sequels to this that followed, like Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider, are those? Do you know if they are sequels to this, or are they just reboots of reboots?
I think they're just reboots. Oh, okay. I'm not entirely sure though.
Because after watching this, I really want to see what happens next.
What? Okay, I'm gonna do this. If you're tapping on my phone, I'm sorry, but God, when the Final Wars come out? Original date. 2004. 2004.
Okay.
That's when Final Wars came out. So there was a 12-year gap.
Yes, yeah, because it was it was 10 years when they decided to like plan it. Like they were like, okay, let's make a new Godzilla.
He looks.
He does.
He does. At least in Final Wars.
So yeah, they pretty much they announced the plans in December 2014. Toho announced that they were going to make a new domestic Godzilla film.
Domestic for Japan.
Yes.
Oh.
So it was actually directed by two people. It was directed by Hideaki Anno and Shinji Higuchi. Shinji Higuchi. And so basically, where was I at? I messed up my train of thought.
Quick little side-in. I saw Minus One.
Oh yeah. It was shit. Oh, it was. Oh, I thought you said it was shit. Oh.
Fuck no. It was amazing.
I'm sorry, sir. I misheard you. So yeah, Anno and Higuchi were announced as the directors in March of 2015. The principal photography, of course, began September of that year, ended of October the same year. And some of the inspiration for the film was drawn from the Fukushima nuclear disaster.
Yes, that's where most of the Godzilla movies are.
Yes.
Like most of the movies are from, especially the very first one. It's Godzilla was basically created as a post-war. Like he's supposed to embody the souls of all the people that died during the bombings in World War II. That's why he's
he's like the nuclear consequence of like the nuclear
bomb. If you actually look at original Godzilla's design, he's supposed to look like a mushroom cloud.
That makes sense. I didn't know that. Yeah. So it was eventually theatrically released on the 29th of July of 2016, where it received critical acclaim from Japanese critics, but mixed reviews from the Western critics, of course.
Yeah, because most of the time.
It actually grossed $78 million worldwide against a budget of
1 billion yen, which is actually like $6.7 million.
Yeah. It was the highest grossing live action Japanese film of that year, and it became the highest grossing Japanese produced Godzilla film in the franchise.
Yeah.
To this day.
To this day, I'm pretty sure Minus One might beat that though.
Damn.
Because Minus One had a budget of 15 million.
Oh shit.
I don't know what the box office is giving. It's still in theaters, but I know Minus One had a budget of $15 million. I keep talking about Minus One, but go fucking watch Minus One.
Watch Minus One.
After you're done listening to this episode, go watch it. Yeah, no, okay. It only made. Well, I mean, as of now, it made 41 million.
That's still pretty damn good.
That's still pretty good. It doubled its money.
Absolutely. We're gonna get a sequel.
It's only been out for a week.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's like Scream 6 returns right there.
Okay, so yeah. I want to show you a picture. Not the audience, because I can't. But...
We're going to show you a picture. What? I want you folks to close your eyes right now.
This isn't spoiling anything.
Visualize.
Reload.
I am your father.
That's kind of blurry, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's what Minus One looks like.
Dude, yeah, that looks sick. Hell yeah. That's Godzilla.
He's like a big cat. I love him.
So after it released, it ended up receiving 11 Japan Academy Prize nominations, won 7 out of the 11, including Picture of the Year and Director of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
So let's break down what exactly takes place. So like most of the Godzilla movies, it starts out, there is an investigation of some sort with the Coast Guard.
Yeah, there's always some sort of sea-related research.
And they happen upon an abandoned yacht in Tokyo Bay. They find that the boat is destroyed and that the Tokyo Bay aqua line is flooded. And then...
If people don't know what that is, that's just a bridge.
Yeah.
It's an expressway.
An expressway that goes over the ocean. Well, it connects, I think, the city to the bay.
Think of if you live on the East Coast, think of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
If you live in Delaware.
Yes.
Or Maryland, what the fuck
that just made me think back to that scene where the bridge. Oh man, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I know what you're
talking about.
So yeah, so Rondo Yaguchi, the Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary, he actually sees a viral video of the incident and believes it was caused by a sea creature, which is it's confirmed in the news that it's a tail coming from the lake.
Yeah, well, we kind of skipped that.
Sorry.
We're kind of... I have shit memories, so we have to read off the wiki. Give away our secrets. There's actually steam coming from the ocean.
That's right. They think it's like under vents. Yeah.
Vents and stuff.
Under vents. Underwater vents. Yeah, they think it's like a volcano.
Yeah, or something like that. Because it's just steam. Just permeating. The colossal steam.
It's basically boiling the ocean.
It is. Because he's a warm boy.
He's a nuclear boy.
He's a nuclear boy. And yeah, then as time passes, they're in meetings. People are just meetings, talking. There's a lot of meetings in this movie.
It's like episode 1.
Yeah.
A lot of delegating.
And then a giant tail, like a giant fucking tail, just goes up. People obviously take recordings of it. Brian's dying.
Sorry. Happens.
Yeah, and then he sees. That's where he gets to that point.
Then because then that's when the videos come in.
Yeah. Because they're like, that's not vents.
Yeah, they're like, what could it be? That was another thing. Like, how frightening a real life scenario like that could be, and it's just like all the because you have like I kept in mind too, like as the movie progressed, I was like day 2, day 3, like
Yeah, this movie takes place in a matter of 3 days.
yeah, all that time, all that destruction, all that all the casualties, and everybody's still sitting down.
Actually,
Like I think it's the first 2 days. The third day is when they really like,
do it.
or is it 2 days?
I don't know if there's time skip or not that I know of. Because he goes back in the water.
Yeah,
I don't know how long that time passes. It may have been a day. I don't remember. It's some period of time. I can't remember.
one of those jumps.
Well, if there actually is a time jump or not.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was like, I believe it's a sea creature. Like, oh yeah, all right, all right,
Sea creature, it's a giant squid.
all right, Yaguchi. Little do they know, they're gonna have to enact something called the Yaguchi plan.
That's not the way later.
Guess Yaguchi's joke wasn't so funny after all. They're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I know. I think he's the one that doesn't he hint at?
From the get-go, he's like, it's a creature. They're like,
I know.
dumbass. Meanwhile, he's attacking the city, and some dude's in the office like, hey, remember the other day when you asked me the definition of irony? And I said... So, yeah, so shortly after the tail emerged from the ocean, he moves inland.
Yeah, he starts, the steam starts to move.
Oh yeah, that's a great shot too. When you see like it's like the news footage or whatever. And It's just like a dark, like triangular, like shape moving,
just going forward.
And it always I kept thinking of the Dragon Zord, like because that's basically what the Dragon Zord from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was based off of. Was Godzilla, the way he would call him, and then he would come up from the waters of Tokyo. And then, yeah, it was really cool. I'm nerding out over Power Rangers again. But
yeah. So then he moves inland,
and
then he just like you don't see it yet,
but you see like all the red, like you see like all the blood, like
yeah, you just see like just a dark thing of red. Then he's like, he's obviously flooding the whole fucking city too.
Yeah. Keep in mind, folks, that during this situation, like everybody is in the middle of evacuating. From that area as he's moving inland. Yeah. There's a lot of chaos ensuing, a lot of panic. Nobody knows what to do. They still haven't enacted a curfew yet.
So they don't know what's going on.
No.
And then he's like pushing on these boats and stuff on the shore, and you fucking see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's like basically the. It's like.
He's goofy as hell looking.
He is.
He's funny as hell looking.
When he first appears, his face, I kid you not, all I could think of was the turkey from Thanksgiving. At one point when after he evolves, he's getting shot at, like I was waiting for him to just go like, oh fuck! Like the turkey from Thanksgiving. Oh man, folks, that is a good one to watch if you're in for a stupid good time. Check out Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving 3. There's no 2.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It goes from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving 3, and then you find out in Thanksgiving 3 that there was a second one. It's dumb. One of those low budget Amazon movies, man. You gotta love it. Like Lava Lantula and yeah, I Noah Shark is a good one. Watching this stupid shit all the time. Free videos, folks. Can't go wrong. So yeah, so after basically he evolves into a bipedal form, and then he overheats.
Well,
because he's going through the city.
Let's talk about his first form. His second form.
Yeah, because his first form,
you don't
he's
see
pretty
his
much
first form.
He's still like
little
still like incubating in the boil.
You guys can look it up. His form is kind of hard to describe. He's all hunched over. He's literally like scraping across the ground. Because they thought.
Oh yeah, at first they thought he couldn't leave the ocean.
He couldn't leave the ocean because his weight his legs wouldn't support his weight. Because when see creatures like that. And then, because I remember this because the prime minister was doing a whatever speech or whatever, saying like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about it." It's
yeah. I remember.
Excuse me. He's like, "What?"
Never mind. Disregard what I just said.
They don't show up. I'm like, imagine him like going back. He's like, "Come on."
Isn't that when he was like, "Oh, that information could have been told to me like sooner"?
I know, for real. Like I think because he literally just said it.
Told everybody the wrong shit right away. Oh, well, why didn't I go with that?
Yeah. So yeah, this creature, it's again, he's goofy as fuck looking.
Yeah.
But he looks like a big like chicken leg.
Almost like the
giant ass tail.
Like a chicken face with like a snapping turtleneck.
Yeah, he's got gills, but they're like bleeding.
Yeah. He's got his bleeding gills.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, that so while he's, I guess, like he overheats from exertion, from dragging himself through the city.
Yeah, he's like
just through the bay, I think, at this point.
Yeah, he goes through and then he like stops. He just like stops.
Yeah.
And then just like stands up. I was like, oh fuck.
They're like, what's he doing?
Then he just, I think just the energy it takes for him to evolve is what causes him to overheat.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, fuck you guys, I'm cold.
Yeah.
I'm warm.
And what do you do when you overheat? You gotta cool off.
Yeah, cool.
They're just like,
shower. Just leaves.
Whatever this thing is that just came out and attacked us just went back into the ocean. What do we do now?
Yeah.
So all the meanwhile, they think that it's gone back and that they can contain it.
Mm-hmm.
So all the while, like the government officials are focusing on military strategy and like the safety of everybody in the city.
As one do.
And Yaguchi is the one put in charge of the task force that's researching Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the one that he knew what it was before anybody else did.
Yeah, it's like this movie. There isn't a lot of Godzilla screen time. There's a lot of military planning and stuff, but it's still good.
It's worth it when he comes though. That's like part of like the build up.
Don't let that deter you from because there's not a lot of Godzilla doesn't mean.
And that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's usually how it goes.
That's usually how most of the movies go.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? What do we do about it? They start learning about it. Then he attacks, and then you deal with the fallout, and then they deal with the repercussions.
Someone did a research, and he took every single Godzilla movie and averaged out the screen time, like percentage-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I think the average for every single Godzilla movie, he was only on screen for like 15 minutes.
That makes sense. Yeah. And that's I think what is the grandiose of Godzilla is like the mystique is like you don't get a lot of them. Kind of like Michael Myers in Halloween.
No, yeah.
He's there, he's there, but you never really see him.
Yeah.
And when you see him, he's doing what he's doing.
The 2014 Godzilla, he was only there for 7 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
People were like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but you never hear him say like, oh man, like he wasn't in there a lot. Like, because the payoff was always
those 7 minutes they felt like forever.
Yeah.
They were just that good.
You're just marveling the whole time.
Yeah.
You lose your concept of like, what the heck? Oh my God. Like, look at how great he looks. But yeah, So yeah, they study the high radiations of Godzilla's path that he leaves behind.
Yeah, they do leave a path of radiation because of course he does.
Don't they test the water, right?
Yeah, I think there's water radioactive as well.
Mm-hmm. Because they were able to get a sample from him. They were also able to get like one of the samples of his blood.
Someone found the blood.
Yeah.
Like a couple vials of it, and the U.S. took rest of it because that's just what we do.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I learned about that. I was just like, damn, even in the American dub, they don't like us. Oh, typical Americans hiding information. I believe you. I believe you.
They do that for their own citizens.
We invented false flag operations, for fuck's sakes. That's horrible. I digress. So yeah, they realize that it's energized by nuclear fission.
Mm-hmm. Because everyone was like, yeah, metabolism's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good enough. And I was like, nuclear fission. And I was like, what? Like, the guy's like, yeah, fucking nuclear fission.
He's like, what'd you do?
Yeah, the guy's like, this dude is a living nuclear reactor.
Yeah, they explain too that pretty much his blood is what cools him.
Yeah, that's what I love about this movie is that they actually explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're just like, yeah, his blood cools him. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
like
but they actually explain how it does.
Yeah, they go through because they bring in the the U.S. sent in the special envoy Kayoko and Patterson,
Mm-hmm.
and then she reveals that Goro Maki, who was a disgraced anti-nuclear zoology professor, he had studied the mutations caused by radioactive contamination, basically predicting the appearance of Godzilla before he showed
or
up.
some creature
Of similar.
He knew this was going to happen eventually.
Yeah. He basically wasn't it. He was disgraced because he tried warning them or something like that, and everybody thought he was a crackpot.
Yeah.
So he was disbelieved by the American and Japanese scientific circles, but then the U.S. then prevented him from making his conclusions public. So basically, we do what we usually do, and we shut you up.
Yeah.
So it actually turned out that the abandoned yacht that they found in the bay earlier was actually Maki's, who left his research notes jumbled into a code on the boat before disappearing.
Yeah.
So they find the creature named Godzilla after his research, obviously. So he named him Gojira.
He named him Gojira.
Gojira, that's right. I don't know why I say Gojira.
Gojira. Or Godzilla.
Gojira. So it reappears in its fourth form.
His fucking fourth form is so. I mean, that's the main form you see.
It's so cool. It is. It is like.
He's got some hips.
He does. He does, man. He does not skip leg day.
Yeah, he comes back. He's like literally like they said the guy he's appeared at some bay, and he just it cuts to that bay. He's like way far out, but he's still tall as hell.
He's still big. Yeah, he's still huge.
There's like a mountain next to him. He's like taller than the mountain or something like that.
Yeah. And then actually, I do like that aerial shot, like later on, like towards the end, where it's just like a pan and you just see the city and you see him.
Yeah, you still see him.
And it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah. His little arms.
Like, that would be like us walking next to a Lego playset.
For real, yeah.
So he reappears in his fourth film, and he's twice his original size.
Kamakura. Yeah, Kamakura Bay, that's right.
Yes, yeah. So he makes landfall near Kamakura. So basically, the Japanese forces mobilize, but prove ineffective because they're like, oh, we have the unit here that they'll stop them.
Yeah, it just like it does nothing.
Like as soon as they are introduced, he's like, they're gone. They're gone. So yeah, he pretty much they realize that he's making his way towards Tokyo.
Yeah, because
as one does.
One does.
When you tear up Japan, you want to make your way to Tokyo. You got to see it all.
You see the sightsees. Check out the nighttime district.
Check out the Skygo. So yeah, as it breaks through their defenses into Tokyo, the United States intervenes.
He just walks.
Yeah, just walking.
Yeah.
They're like, he'll make it there in 3 hours. I was like, you guys are sure helping him, aren't you? Like, damn.
I know, because that's all Godzilla does in this movie, just walk.
Yeah. Imagine, like, if you look at it this way, Tokyo is like a little boy with like a pet reptile, and Tokyo's like its living room.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, it got out, shit. It got out, shit. It got out. Running around the house trying to pick it up. It's just doing its thing. Has no idea why it's there. It got out. It got out. Why couldn't the ocean murder him like that lake did to Jason?
Bro.
Murdered him, man. Killed him. So yeah, the U.S. starts intervening with, and it's a great scene when they drop like the bombs on him.
That's not till the very end.
No, you're right. But this is just the airstrike. This is just the airstrike that's coming at him.
Yeah. This is. Oh yeah. Okay. I kind of see where you're going. Because we're kind of skipping past like most of like the conversation because there's a lot of boring scenes.
There is a lot. There's a lot
of just like people just planning.
Yeah.
And they're not bad, but we're just kind of skipping all past that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because Godzilla, he just kind of just does his own thing, just like walks. And then they.
Yeah, because you do forget, like, while these people are talking, like, it's like he's fucking out there.
Yeah,
like,
he's just walking.
Can you believe
the Prime Minister authorized just use whatever the hell you want. Even though it's like in the middle of Tokyo. Not the middle of Tokyo, but it's like,
yeah, because they were like, what about the civilians? And he was just like, we have to
it's like they're evacuated enough to.
We're gonna have some.
It's just funny because they got helicopters. They shoot it with guns.
Yeah.
Does nothing.
Yep.
They shoot it with 30mm guns. Does nothing.
Does nothing.
My girlfriend showed me a video. Then they use. He's like, "Can we use the bombs?" It's just funny. Like, a simplistic version is like, "Can we please use the bombs?"
Can we just please?
Prime Minister's like, "Just fucking do it."
All right, use the bombs.
And they shoot at fucking missiles. Does nothing. Shoot at tanks. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
He's just standing there too, because he stopped walking.
Yeah, he's just like they almost think he's like dormant.
Yeah, because they thought it does something.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, he stopped moving. Like, this is great. Now what?
He keeps walking again.
Just starts walking again.
I have noticed if you watch, because they shoot with missiles from a jet craft.
Yes.
When he does that with the bigger bombs, do you notice his eyes?
No.
His eyes get shielded.
Oh, like the roll. Yeah, like how a lizard does
later.
Yeah.
He does the same thing, but like really fast. It's
okay.
Because they're like they turn silver.
Yeah.
To protect his eyes.
That's cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I just happened to notice that.
That's pretty damn cool. I will go back and watch this one. Absolutely.
Better watch in the right language.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. So yeah, while the U.S. is doing the massive airstrike, with the airstrike plan, everybody's evacuating. Like not just the civilians, but like the government personnel.
Yeah,
like
everyone's just like
everybody is.
Yeah, because this is
hauling.
Like nighttime now.
Yes.
Because Godzilla, because he goes after the tanks.
Yeah, it's after it shows them like all evacuating and stuff. He gets hit with the MOP, the bunker busters.
Mm-hmm.
The bomb.
Like, bro.
That that was just like, oh no.
Made him mad.
Oh no.
And then you see it. You fucking just.
Hell yeah. I'll let you describe it, Vivi.
One of his only times he does his atomic breath. His atomic breath is just the music.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gets hit, and they're all like, "Oh shit, yeah, fucking, we actually did something." Because he like leans down.
Yeah.
And his mouth opens up, and his jaw splits open.
Yes.
And then it just starts to glow. No, it doesn't glow.
It like almost unhinges, like when a snake would like eat, like something like bigger than its head.
And then his spines don't go like normal Godzilla. He just like starts to breathe fire and smoke, and then it concentrates into this single purple beam that just destroys everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like this range in this thing is insane because he's just like slashing around. And then the Prime Minister is escaping a helicopter, and that fucking thing gets hit. So Prime Minister does die.
Yes.
And then Godzilla like rears his head up, and then obviously the beam's still going up and hits one of the stealth bombers.
Mm-hmm.
And then stops. And then I just remember because then because there's two of them. There's actually three of them. Buster bombers, bunker bomber, what's they're called? Stealth bombers.
Yeah, the bunker bomber.
It's three of them.
Bunker busters.
Yeah. And the one gets hit by the beam, and the other two are like, they're allowed to drop the other bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just remember it says, it's payback.
Yeah.
And then before they could do it, beams start to shoot out of his dorsal fins.
Yep.
Which is like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Because no other Godzilla's done that.
No. That was amazing. That I wasn't expecting that.
I was like, oh fuck. And
the atomic breath I was waiting for.
Yeah, it destroyed. I've seen that scene before. That's what maybe we're gonna watch this.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it destroys the other two bombers. And then he just stops moving.
Yes.
He just stays still. His tail stops. Everything. He just stops.
Because he used up all of his energy.
All of his energy. And just stops.
He's just standing in the middle of the city.
He's dormant. Yeah. Just dormant.
And everybody's like, "Oh, yeah! Like, what did we do? What did we do? That worked, didn't it?" But Yaguchi's team actually find out that Godzilla's plates and blood work as a cooling system.
Yeah, which we said before.
Yeah. So they basically theorize that they can use a coagulating agent to essentially freeze Godzilla.
Freeze his blood.
So when they're analyzing the tissue samples, they also discover that Godzilla is an ever-evolving creature.
Yes.
And that it's able to reproduce asexually. Just why not? Life finds a way.
Yeah, because they find his blood, and they find they do tests on his blood.
Yes.
Because some stuff drops. I don't know where it dropped from.
It did.
Oh, the dorsal fin that fell off. That's right.
Yes. Yep.
And then
because the United States took most of it, and they tested what little that they had.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's an ever-changing or ever-evolving creature. They explain yet of how he was created?
Not yet.
Not yet. I think they did. I can't remember.
Did they?
Godzilla, okay.
In this
Godzilla,
movie?
Yeah. I thought they explained it to this point. About the nuclear waste.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was created by nuclear waste dumping.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's
an amalgamation.
He was created by people.
Yeah.
I mean, unintentionally, obviously, but so he's kind of like nature's payback.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Godzilla is.
Like Mother Nature's fury.
That's what Godzilla is.
Yeah.
He's a
force
balance,
of nature.
He's a balance restorer.
Yeah. Think of what's his name? Surtur in Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's their harbinger of doom.
Yeah. Because Godzilla was never. Yeah, he was portrayed as a bad guy, portrayed as a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just nature's way of either balancing.
Yeah.
What he is.
All he really does in all these films is he just wakes up, appears.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows what the hell to do with him.
Yeah.
And he goes back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and all they do, I'm pretty sure, aren't they just like, well, I hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, it happens again next year.
Next year. Damn it!
Something bigger comes along.
Every October 31st, it comes out of the ocean. Loomis, we don't need you here right now. I watched the water for 15 years.
Yeah, so that's all. This Shin Godzilla isn't. He's not
like other Godzillas.
He's cooler.
Dude, yeah.
He's not targeting the people. He's just being.
He's just living
in pain all the time.
Yeah.
That's why when I said back to that music with the death ray, is that you're supposed to not symbolize.
Sympathize.
You're supposed to sympathize.
Sympathy.
You're supposed to sympathize with him.
Yes.
Because he's in pain.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because
The
he's
entire time.
Yeah.
Because he's forced.
He absorbs that energy. He uses that energy, and then he's like.
Yeah, he's forced to evolve against his will.
Yeah.
You know that shit fucking.
It's not like he's like trying to fucking get bigger and like meaner. He hates it just as much as we do.
So he's just destroying shit just out of instinct.
Well, yeah. I mean, think of it. You're brand new to everybody else. You just woke up. You're cranky, as one is, and everybody just starts shooting you. Like the hell. I just wanted to get some sun. The fuck is this? Stop shooting me.
Yeah. So. Yeah, don't do nuclear. Don't.
Yeah, nuclear war is bad.
Just don't.
Don't do nukes.
Don't do nukes.
Don't do nukes.
Don't drop your nuclear waste in the ocean. You might get Shin Godzilla.
Yeah. The man was not meant to meddle. So the United Nations were already aware of everything that they pretty much found out. So they informed Japan that thermonuclear weapons will be used against.
So we're gonna drop a nuke on it.
Yeah, we've seen what the guns and your tanks did to it. So we're really gonna piss it off.
Because as of right now, Shin Godzilla is literally in the middle of Tokyo.
Yes. Just standing there.
He's just standing. He's stayed there for like a good while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For like at least like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's there for a good while, just standing there. All the while, they think that they did something to him.
Yeah, Japan's like, I don't want a nuke drop on us again.
The bear's sleeping. Why do I have to poke it? Imagine getting shit detail. You're in the military in Japan. It's probably your second week. Hey, you want to go stand watch of it? Why? You make more than I do. That's how it works.
Yeah. So Japan's not too thrilled by getting bombed again.
Yeah, the last thing they want to do is have another nuclear bomb detonated.
So another Russian to get this coagulant fixed, made.
Yes. So they said that the weapons that the thermonuclear weapons that they're going to use against him, should Japan fail to subdue it in a few days. Mm-hmm. So as the United Nations pretty much letting Japan have this thing to themselves. Like, all right, you have 3 days. If you can't do it, we're coming in and just blowing everything up.
Yeah, you got time, man.
Yeah, so you got 3 days, pack your shit, move. So, of course, they don't want to see that happen again. So Patterson actually uses her political connections to buy Yaguchi more time.
Yeah, I think it's I think just one more day.
One more day, yeah, just one more day. But that was more than what he needed. I mean, at this point, everybody is looking to Yaguchi to because he even says to what's his name, I think you would be a better leader. He appoints somebody else.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know the names.
So, basically, Yaguchi's team manages to decipher Maki's encoded research using origami.
Yes.
Ooh, that was my belly.
Because when they found the notes, there's a little origami crane.
Yes.
She's like, oh shit.
Easily overlooked until they took it and was like, oh. They open it up and they're like, shit, this is something.
Yeah, and then they start folding up the piece. I don't fully remember what the fuck happened.
It matched up, if they folded it a certain way. Yeah.
I didn't fully understand what's going on there.
So it basically changes their entire plan.
It was half kind of paying attention at that point.
That's fair. Yeah, at that point, I believe, because I was watching majority of it while I was bathing. People were like, yeah, I wanted to know that. I'm being honest, folks. You want honesty.
I was watching Shin Godzilla.
I was watching Shin Godzilla while I was shin bathing, all right? Leave me the fuck alone. I wanted to feel like Godzilla getting out of the tub. Rawr! Slips on something, falls. Damn, no, they hit me with a bomb. I'll get bigger.
You're bigger.
I'll get bigger. So they have to change their plan according to the encoded research that they just discovered, and procure the means to conduct their deep freeze plan with the international support. So basically, they're hours away before the planned nuclear attack, Japan enacts the deep freeze plan, so they go through with it.
Which is funny as hell to me because they use anybody that works in concrete knows what I'm talking about.
Mm.
They're the trucks that pump concrete out of the truck up to like if you like on a skyscraper or something.
Mm.
As they're driving, you can tell it's all fucking CGI and shit.
Oh
It's
yeah,
still funny,
yeah.
They fucking drive a train into it, which is funny though.
Even though it looked like kind of like cheesy, it still worked.
Yeah,
it absolutely worked.
Well, first Godzilla just happened to stand on train tracks, which is like convenient as hell.
Because plot.
Yeah. So they drive trains into bombs.
Yeah.
To make him fall down.
Yeah. They aim everything at his legs.
Yeah, and then he like falls down. And his mouth is open. And then the concrete truck pumps whatever are like open up as they're driving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't entirely think that's possible.
No.
I don't think you can operate those things when they're driving. I think you have to have to stay.
Well, not only that, but like it's going up, like the flow. Like
that work. That works.
Would that work?
Yeah, that would work. Okay. That's such a big pump. That I know that would work.
Yeah. Okay.
But just like them being unfolded and then as they're driving, like I don't think that works.
Trying to like precisely get.
I know.
Damn it, I get fucked
they're really good at that.
Everybody's just waiting on the one guy. Sorry. I missed him.
His eye or something.
Yeah. Shit. That didn't wake him up though. We're good. Let me try again.
Yeah, okay, then they start pumping the stuff in as it. It's like what? It's like what? 40% or something like that.
20%.
20%.
Yeah.
The Godzilla's like, nah.
Oh no, it was 20%, and then they said 40%. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, nah. He just went. It just fucking blew everyone up.
The atomic breath.
Yeah, just more. He burped. He killed like everyone. Which is like phase 2.
You ever get ready for bed and just have that one last burp? The one that sends you off. That was his send off. You're just like night.
Burped so much he just killed like 80 people.
Yeah, so with that last atomic breath, he killed a lot of people, and but they were able to finally inject his mouth full of the coagulant.
It was like another team and more train bombs because they just happen to have those.
Yeah, because
they sent in all of them. There was like 6 of them. And they all like went up and he's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, and fell, and then happened to fall with his mouth open again.
All right, get him. Like Gulliver's Travels, they just like strap him down, get his mouth open. We're gonna get him so drunk.
Yeah, so they pump him up. Pump him.
Yeah, so after many citizens are killed, Godzilla is now frozen solid.
Well, actually, at first, he stands up.
That's right.
He stands up, and then you're like, oh fuck, that didn't work.
Don't do it again.
And then he's about to do something. And he just went and just freezes. Just instantaneously.
Yeah, it looked like, what was it? He was almost like, because he was dormant.
Yeah, he was about to do something.
Almost like they interrupted a process, like his evolution process, I think.
Yeah. Actually, they did. Oh, I was thinking back at when he destroyed the first team. He now had a laser beam coming out of his tail.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Just whipping it around.
Yeah.
And just like, oh my god.
So then he freezes. And then now everything, people are like, oh yeah, and they talk and whatever.
They're like, oh, he's frozen.
There's another like 10 minutes of just people talking.
There is, yeah, everybody, it's like pretty much the aftermath. And it's pretty much discovered that the fallout from everything that happened.
The isotopes it's a quick fallout. So.
Yeah. And Tokyo can be reconstructed, and they were worried that the radiation would be like the same as like Chernobyl. Yeah,
but they realized that the fallout or the half-life was really short.
Yeah,
so it's like a matter of like weeks.
So basically, the international community, they agreed to cancel the nuke attack on the.
Fuck if he still did it.
I know. Oh, you took care of them? All right, send it. They think we're good, right? Yeah, dicks.
Yeah, and then.
But they say that they basically say like, okay, we won't nuke unless he comes back.
Yeah, it's your problem now.
Yeah. So basically, if Godzilla comes back, they will be killed. But what's cool is at the end you see on his tail.
Yeah, they do a slow. Quick before that, another thing you said how big he was.
Yeah.
There's the scene where the main guy and the girl are talking, and Godzilla's still in the background.
Oh yeah.
Just there. He's standing there, obviously, but he's still humongous.
Oh, absolutely. You can't miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes up the whole background.
Yeah. So then, like after they're done talking, they zoom in, like to him, and do like a pan, and they go to his tail. And you see at the very end of his tail, there's these like humanoid figures.
Yeah.
There's like maybe about 5 or 6 of them. And they realize then it just ends.
Yeah.
It just cuts to the credits.
Just cuts to the credits, yeah.
And that song.
Yeah.
I love that song. But then you realize that that was Godzilla's 5th form.
Yeah.
And if you look it up, it's fucking creepy as hell looking.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was looking up that picture you sent me, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, because when I first saw that picture, it was before I watched Shin Godzilla. I thought that's what Shin Godzilla would turn into. Yeah, yeah. But like, I didn't realize he was actually going to split apart and have like many of those.
It really makes you hope for a sequel. That's why I asked you if the ones that followed. Like,
I don't think there will be a sequel. I don't think there will be. I mean, maybe, but I seriously doubt it. Japan doesn't really like to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much the synopsis of Shin Godzilla. It ended up going on to earn, $6.1 million US. It's 625 million yen. At the box office for that week. It was number 1 at the box office that weekend. It put Finding Dory in 2nd place, and the One Piece film Japan? Gold at 3rd place. Yeah, in Japan.
Who knew Finding Dory in Japan wouldn't be that great?
It took out Finding Dory and it took out One Piece.
That's surprising, actually.
One Piece I would think would be like.
Wait, that was a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh yeah,
that makes sense. Because movie sucked.
But it was more than triple the first weekend's gross of the 2004's Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah, Final Wars. Yeah.
Which in the end, that one ended up only grossing 12.3 million. But Shin Godzilla remained at number 1 during its 2nd weekend and was projected to finish at 40 million domestically. But it ended up dropping 2nd place during its 3rd weekend because it was topped by The Secret Life of Pets. How the hell? Took out Finding Dory, but you couldn't take out Secret Life of Pets. But yeah, the film reached 5.3 billion yen about a month after its release, topping the earnings for the director's previous film, which had earned only 5 billion or 5 million. I'm sorry. But yeah, it did really well. It ended up grossing $75.4 million in Japan and $78 million worldwide. But of course, Japan absolutely loved it. The rest of the world, they saw it as just another Godzilla film.
I think the rest of the world, I don't think it was ever released. It was never released theatrically in the rest of the world.
No, I think just available.
The only time you can see is streaming or buy it or whatever.
I think it may still be. Don't hold me to it, folks. But I think it was for the longest time available on Crunchyroll.
Okay, I know. I bought it. FYE a while ago.
Okay. I got it off of YouTube. I rented it. And it didn't even give me the option. There was no other option for it. It was just that one. That's why I had to watch the American dude.
Yeah, if you want to borrow one,
I'll watch it again. Hell yeah. This was really good. I was really surprised at how much I liked it. I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I got to the kick.
yeah, hell yeah.
More.
Like now I just want to feed my mind and just like ingest more Godzilla.
Maybe one of these days I come over. You come over to my place.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I get to see your new pad.
Come over and spend the night if you want.
Hell yeah.
And just watch Godzilla because I have a bunch already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, your collection is pretty.
I
damn
do have
good.
a bunch already. It's not complete because I do want to get them all eventually on Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Like every single one on Blu-ray, which isn't that hard to do.
No.
Because there actually is a box that you can buy. It's not on Amazon anymore, but it was the first. It was from the one from 54 to 75. It was, I think, like 13 or 17 of them.
Oh shit. I'm down to watch them.
I want it for Christmas.
That would be fun. The last time we did something like that was when we watched all the Paranormal Activities
That was
at my first apartment.
That was fun. We just make fun of it.
Dude, yeah. Well, it was. I think it was like after the second one we started making fun of it because like the first two are pretty good.
The third one's my favorite.
That's the one. Wait, the one where they're in the 80s?
Yes.
Yes, that was. Yeah, that one is a damn good one. Sorry, yeah.
Fuck, we should.
They're like, well, you guys already talked about Godzilla.
Should talk about those movies too.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Those are really good movies.
Also, folks, we seen some of your suggestions on our new Facebook profile page, which as of now has been up officially for 2 days, and we're almost at 400 friends. So
because somebody made a profile instead of the page, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I gave myself a hell of an ass kicking when I realized what I did.
And then when
you messaged me, I was just about over it, and you messaged me that. I was like, son of a bitch. Yes, I know.
I didn't fucking mean to be a
kind of like when Captain's fighting himself. He's like, I could do this all day. He's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, as soon as you sent me that, I was just like, fucking A, I know, man.
It works, whatever.
But yeah, thank you guys for the continued support. And we are in the process of also making an Instagram account as well. So bear with us. And hopefully we have a bigger presence on social media now. And you guys can interact with us in any way you want. Not in that way. But yeah, I mean, we're always here. And dude, welcome back. It's been a long time. It felt like a long time.
Has it been since October?
September.
That's right, because October was busy.
Yeah, because I remember for October, we were going to do the whole Halloween franchise. And I remember saying, oh yeah, by Halloween, dude, we'll be at like Halloween.
Yeah, it was back in like May.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We
and planning, like we said in the beginning, I mean, life happens. Some good,
this was
some
a busy
bad.
year for me.
This year, I'm not going to miss at all. This was kind of a topsy-turvy year for me.
This year wasn't bad for me. Because I got my old job back.
Hell yeah.
My own place. My girlfriend.
Hell yeah. Making the right moves, man.
Finally volunteered.
You're at the age too where I moved out on my own.
Yeah, I volunteered at the haunt place I wanted to go to. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing that next year again.
Hell yeah.
So October, I'm busy again.
Hell yeah. I just do my one weekend or two
just
weekends.
One weekend. Yeah. I do like. Well, I did.
Well, no, it's only 2 weekends. We only do 2 weekends here.
I'm there for fucking a month and a half.
Oh shit. Where I live, we live in like the sticks, so like we have like our own annual haunted hayride thing.
I live my own, yeah.
But you actually work at a haunted attraction, which is awesome.
Yeah, work actually. It's not work, but it's volunteer work. Haunted.
It's not work if you have fun.
Some days it's work. I think one of the nights I didn't get home till 3 a.m. We didn't get done till like 2.
So actually, while we're still recording, I want to ask you. So you, as a scare actor, what is
1 year?
Yeah, well, still, I mean, you have the XP. You have more XP than I do. What is probably the least thing you like about it?
The least thing I like about it?
I would imagine, now before you answer, I would imagine if it were me, it would be worrying about reposting or like going back to my spot to set up for the next set, like next group coming in.
that came naturally to me because that actually wasn't that hard.
Really?
Like resetting,
Yeah, yeah.
it's honestly not that bad. At least what I was doing.
Hmm.
Because what I was doing, I was jumping out. I was in the spot called the Human Trapper, and I would literally just jump out of a closet, slam the door open, say my line, and then go back real fast.
Hmm.
So that was like it was like one fluid movement because you're taught there how to. It's called attack and retreat. You want that initial scare and then leave before they know where you're at.
Yeah.
That's how that works. That's why it gives you the best scare. But there are times where it's like a whole group of people. I think that's what at least is like when it gets busy,
Hmm.
it gets busy. Because one Sunday, oh yeah, it was a Saturday. I was there for
Now, when
one.
you say busy, do they push too many people through?
It depends on how. Because I was in the haunted trail.
Hmm. Oh, and for the folks listening, I mean, you want to tell it's the number one. It's the number one
It
haunted
was
like attraction in
it's
the
Field of
United
Screams.
States. Yeah.
It's Field of Screams in PA. Because I think there's multiple Field of Screams. But it's the one.
Is there?
Yeah, there's multiple.
Oh, wow.
There's one in Maryland. There's one in like
Now,
Michigan.
are they connected in any way? Okay. They're all there each
They're all there.
separate entity?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Sphere of Screams in PA. And I was in the Nocturnal Wasteland. That's the trail. And it gets busy. Like it just forms. Just the way the trail is, just the way how people are scaring.
Hmm.
It forms just a line, just a straight line. And that's what sucks is like you don't have time to. Yeah, I have to like jump out and then go back in. But then there's already people like going, so I have to like keep doing it. So like that one Sunday or Saturday I was there till 3 a.m. We had over 10,000 customers come through.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like, oh,
Damn.
and you're there from like I was there from fucking 2 p.m. and I left at 2:30 a.m. That's a
Shit.
lot.
Damn, yeah.
That's a lot of work to do
That is a
when
lot.
like you don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fun.
Oh, well, yeah. If you love it, you'll commit.
Yeah,
For sure.
And just my mask was. Oh, my phone just went. What the fuck? Oh, my phone died. No,
No.
but yeah, my mask was. It got hot. You know, it was in the middle of October. It
Oh,
still
yeah.
got hot
Yeah.
as hell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me, I know.
I was wearing. Oh, you saw that picture
Hmm.
is of me.
Oh, yeah. The picture that we posted on our Facebook page.
On our Facebook, that's
On our
one,
Facebook profile.
the first picture is me.
Yes, the first picture is of who.
And that mask and that whole outfit just got. I got hot because I'm wearing a jacket too.
Yeah.
It just got hot. I'm in a building. Got fucking hot.
And at first, too, like, nights would be like, oh, man, it's going to be a cold night. And then as soon as you're like,
Yeah, as soon as you're like running back out,
like, nope,
yeah,
I'm good.
Like, my fucking hand started to hurt. So just me pushing the door open, that started to hurt after a while.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So I got so many good scares. I got threatened a bunch of times, which is always fun.
The people that can't handle it.
Yeah. I scared kids. I scared old ladies. I scared this one grown ass dude. He was like 6'7". I scared the fuck out of him. It was funny as hell. Yeah. Next year, I'm doing it again.
Oh, yeah.
But I might do the hayride. Yeah, we're gonna do the hayride. Which is a little more. Hayride's a little more intense.
Yeah.
Scare wise. But it's also a lot more like you run around a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get around more. You're not just like relegated to one spot.
Yeah, I mean, you're in one building, but you can run around the whole thing. You can jump on top of the wagon, you can jump in the wagon.
You don't have to be posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's
hell yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
But hell yeah, folks,
keep doing that till like stop doing it.
Hell yeah, why not? It's fun as hell.
Funny because I was thinking about that on the way home last night from work, and getting on my exit to go home.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to look to my left, and there was the fuel scream truck just drove past me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Firework.
So yeah, that's a little snippet of my life. What I do and that's why we don't really record much in October
Mm-hmm.
because it's from September to November.
Yeah. Yeah. The
So, like,
weekends are pretty
fall
much booked.
Yeah, dude. Because I'm there every weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that one day I messaged you while you were working.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit. Sorry.
I think it was slow, so it was fun.
I was like, yeah, I think I asked you to play Friday the 13th.
I'm scaring people.
Hey, I can't. I'm indisposed right now. I am in gimmick.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
So if you come to Field of Screams, you'll most likely see me actually.
Stop in and see Hoovy.
You won't know it's me, but because you
Yeah.
don't know what I look like.
It's like, where's Waldo? They'll find him. We could have found him. They just like knock people over. You Hoovy? I don't even work here.
Just a random customer.
Oh man. But yeah, this was great. It was great to get together again.
Mhm.
And we hope you guys stuck with us long enough to enjoy this episode and continue to stick with us and just spread the word. And yeah, hopefully we can do something where just last month I had the opportunity to go to Monster Mania at the Philadelphia Expo Center, and I seen that there were podcasters there.
Oh.
Yeah, so one thing I would really like to look into is maybe looking into like setting up a vendor or something, and maybe having people come out and
Yeah, that'd be cool.
maybe meet us and mix and mingle and just hang out.
I don't know how I feel about that. That'd be weird.
I think it would be honestly a really good experience.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's just
They provide you with you get a table, chairs, and then you get a display wall.
Mm.
And then that's your section.
Mm.
But
yeah, it'd be cool.
yeah, something along the lines of that would be really cool. Maybe also sell some merch or stuff, which I think we still have like in the works.
We have in the works.
In the works.
I have connections.
Yes. Hoovy is well connected.
Yeah, maybe small batch and stuff.
Oh yeah, nothing like too extravagant.
Maybe,
Gotta be realistic.
You have to like let us know.
I can't wait to meet all of you, one person. No, but yeah, I mean, hey, the world's our oyster. We can make best with what we got, and yeah. So yeah, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in and listening to another episode of I Know What You Watched Last Friday, and we can't wait to see what we bring for you for the big 2-0.
Yes, 20 episodes.
20 episodes in the next episode.
This was when we started. When you texted me about
a year, like what was it?
It's been a year ago.
It's been a year and
like May of 21 or something like that. 22.
22. Yeah, we started before summer of last year, and here we are at the end of this year, going
on 24.
Yeah, holy shit, almost 2 years already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're averaging 10 episodes a year.
I know we keep saying we're going to upload more. It's like I'm not going to say it anymore.
I mean, shit happens.
We're just going to upload when we can.
Yeah, we're going to upload when we can, and just continue to stick with us, guys. It takes time in between, but that's time that we have. And but yeah, so yeah, thank you guys again for joining us as always here at I Know You Watched Last Friday. I'm Brian.
I'm Joe.
Have a good one.
See you.